see this?
No,
You do not.
I'm just singing a song.
Can I get your name? I love you.
Ready? Good afternoon, all the vaginas who came, and all the lovers and respecters of vaginas. I'm the show opener. I'm here to warm you up. And what better way of warming up than with a vagina song? My name is Busy McCarroll, and I'm from Santa Fe. It's time to put the V out. Sing along song too, all right? Skylar, hit it. You guys like my hat? Vagina, the mystery word, vagina, the entry to life, vagina, encompasser of creation, vagina, culprit of resistance, vagina, squeezer of lust, vagina, trust and mistrust, vagina, a female part, vagina, encourages art, vagina, creator of all, vagina, the prisoner, vagina, open and close, vagina, where your best friend goes, vagina, body goddess, vagina, the trouble it causes, vagina, witches brew, vagina, the tide and the moon, vagina, magic power, vagina, 120 rapes every hour, vagina, religious smell, vagina, sweet Liberty Bell, vagina, oaky flower, vagina, ultimate power, read it, write it, pray it, say it, vagina, vagina, boom, my vagina, vagina, vagina. Here comes your part. 1, 2, 3. Vagina. I'm everywhere. Vagina. Kinky hair at the Lilith Fair. Vagina. Ritual tattoos. Vagina. Public enemy number 1. Vagina. The maker of love. Vagina. The bearer of sorrow. Vagina. Internal, external. Vagina. Virgin pure. Vagina. Red blood flow. Vagina. Menopause. It happens. Vagina. I brought one with me. Vagina. It's a Latin term. Vagina. The heart of the sea. Vagina. The queen of the sperm. Vagina. Freedom to say it. Vagina. OBGYN's display in. Vagina. It's a bloody mess. Vagina. Beauty and bliss. Read it. Cologne. Vagina. Esta es mío. Vagina. Es muy bonita. Vagina. Es dia de mí. Read it, write it, pray it, say it. Vagina. Help me. Say it. Vagina. 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 Louder. Vagina. Say it. Vagina. Say it. Vagina. Softer. Vagina. Say it. Vagina. Say it. Vagina. Thank you. You can download my vagina at CD Baby, and 50% of the proceeds go to V-Day.
Thank you so much. Right now we have Brian Eagle from the House of Representatives to say a few words. Thank you, Brian.
Hi, everybody. Good morning. We're still morning, just barely. Thank you all for coming out. Today we're rising for justice, and this is an issue that affects all of us here, woman, man, child, seniors. It cuts across every demographic that we know, and it is so important to me, not just as a representative, but as a dad and a husband, to know the impact that this has on so many lives and what it means when we save even one person or prevent one instance of violence. It could be you or my wife or one of my children. It cuts across every aspect of our culture and society, and that is why I am so glad to see such a diverse group here standing up and rising for justice. We've got, yes, give yourselves a huge round of applause. The fight has started. It is far from over, and the efforts and the work that you do here, educating my colleagues on the importance of the issue and just being able to talk about it in an open way is so important, because so many people might agree with us on the substance but are either ashamed or embarrassed to talk about and participate in the discussion, and you being here opens the door to honest dialogue and progress on the issue. So thank you for that as well. And I want to say thanks. We got, I think in a few minutes, Senator Howie Morales will be up to join you. We've got memorials and certificates and all the things that we can do as legislators to stand together and support what you're doing. Even the dance. I got to say, folks, I'm sorry I won't be here with you for the dance because I am acting Speaker of the House for the day, so I've got to go back downstairs and sit in the chair and run the House, so I can't be with you, and I appreciate everyone letting me kind of skipping the program because it was really important for me to be able to come up and welcome you to the Capitol. This is your house too. And when you're done here, please come inside, go down, find your representatives, find your senators, and tell them how important it is that they stand with you and that they rise for justice with you today as well. Thank you very much. Have a great day and have a great dance.
Thank you, Representative Egolf. Now we have the Executive Director of Esperanza Shelter, Marcy Silvestro, to sing her phenomenal feminist songs. Where do you want this?
I heard the news, she's unidentified. They say it was a domestic fight. And they tell me they have bullied someone, and she took her life tonight. So I'm crossing the lines for justice, crossing the lines for peace, crossing the lines for liberation. I'm crossing the lines for you. Sing it with me. I'm crossing the lines for justice, crossing the lines for peace, I'm crossing the lines for liberation. I'm crossing the lines for you. Children crying in our city streets, tell me, people, what is our choice? When governments cut Head Start monies, but not the guns that silence their voice. So I'm crossing the lines for justice, I'm crossing the lines for peace, I'm crossing the lines for liberation, I'm crossing the lines for you. Women sitting in prison for rights they know are theirs, writing songs about freedom and for the ones who have disappeared. So I'm crossing the lines for justice, let me hear you. I'm crossing the lines for peace, I'm crossing the lines for liberation, I'm crossing the lines for you. For everyone you take, 10 more will come. We're women rising up, we shall not be undone. We circle Mother Earth and we hear her cry, for the sake of your children, do not let me die. And for everyone you take, 10 more will come. We're women rising up, we shall not be undone. We're women rising up, we shall not be undone. For everyone you take, 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 take. For everyone you take, 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 take. For everyone you take, 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 take. 10 more will cross the lines for justice, cross the lines for peace, crossing the lines for liberation. I'm crossing the lines. I'm crossing the lines. I'm crossing the lines. For everyone you take, for every girl you take, for every woman you take, 10 more will come. Thank you.
Thank you, Marcy. Round of applause for Marcy. One more time. Woo! We have one more phenomenal singer to introduce to you. Her name is Lisanne. Welcome.
Thank you. Okay. I hope I'm not the only one with this particular problem. Bum 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 ba-dum ba-dum bum bum bum. Been lifting some weights, trying to get some tone. Lifting some weights, shaping round the bones. Wanna stop that shaking every time I walk. I can't keep it in, I just have to talk. Bum 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 ba-dum ba-dum bum bum bum. I'm a cellulite woman. Yes, a cellulite woman with dimples from my hips to my knees. And that sure is no tease. I'm a cellulite woman, and that's just a fact. When I wave my arm, it waves right on back. Bum 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 ba-dum ba-dum bum bum bum. I'm a cellulite woman from my head to my toes. There's no use in lying, 'cause I know that it shows. Can't always be in hiding, maybe it's here to stay. Oh gosh, I wish it would go away. Bum 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 ba-dum ba-dum bum bum bum. Well, maybe it's passed on from one generation to another. Maybe there's shame attached. Maybe, oh maybe, oh maybe, oh maybe, oh maybe. It's just fat. Bum 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 ba-dum ba-dum bum bum bum. Well, it gets so scary when I go to the store. The changing room's got mirrors on every door. It's not one reflection I get to see. I'm surrounded by every aspect of me. Bum 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 ba-dum ba-dum bum bum bum. Well, beautiful women with beautiful skin. We're all beautiful women and we all get to win. I'm a cellulite woman, and that's not so bad. It's me I won't accept, and that's kinda sad. Whoa, that's kinda sad. Bum 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 ba-dum ba-dum bum bum bum. Well, magazines say it's not hip to be, so what I say, this is the real me. No matter what shape, no matter what size, it's the power within I must realize. Cellulite woman. That's me. Thank you.
Welcome, 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 Vagina Warriors and supporters, and all the fabulous students from Santa Fe University of Art and Design. Yeah, wow, rising. Okay, I'm Corinne Frankland. I work at Santa Fe University of Art and Design, and I want to let you all know we have a concert that some of you know about. Kate Reed from Vancouver, who's being a little shy. I've never seen this before. Kate is a nationally and internationally known artist. She's played, Michigan Women's Music Festival, National Women's Music Festival. She is here in support of V-Day. And so she's going to be playing this evening at Santa Fe University of Art and Design in O'Shaughnessy Hall. It is a, I'm scared to say this, it's a free concert. We have like 30 tickets left. So if you don't have your ticket, come and join us this evening, 7 to 9, for some fabulous tunes around social justice, identity, and just loving oneself. Thank you all. Rise.
Oh, yeah. My thumb is on them. Thank you, Corinne.
Oh, where?
Santa Fe University Art and Design.
Oh,
Been nailed it?
former College of Santa Fe 4 years ago on St. Michael's Drive, 1500 Benildes Hall.
And now we're going to introduce Carrie McCarthy, our fabulous photographer, co-producer of 1 Billion Rising Santa Fe. Thank you.
Hello, Santa Fe. 1 year later, 1 billion rising. Here we are. Look at all you beautiful creatures. We are so happy to have you here again with us rising this year. I'd like to read a statement from Eve Ensler, the founder of V-Day and the visionary behind 1 Billion Rising, that she released earlier this week. We are here, together. The new here that we have made with our dedication, our bodies, our best strategies, our incessant organizing, our coalition building, our inclusiveness, and our mad, mad dancing. Here, 14 February 2014, where we give our lives to ending all forms of oppression and all violences against women, where we work in our deepest selves to rise above our divisions and join the local, national, and global solidarity. Here, in the new world, owned by no one and directed by everyone, where creativity flows and we no longer doubt the power of dance to release the trauma that has closed the gateways of our bodies and our hearts. May we free and call up the fire and the love. Thanks for being here.
Thank you, Carrie. And now we have Elizabeth. Guru Dev.
Satnam Namaste. Hey, I'm rising. I'm rising today for freedom. What brings me freedom is forgiveness, healing, and this unity. Those are aspects of the divine feminine, the Adi Shakti. The return is right here. We're calling her in. Put your hands on your belly. Breathe. Good. Bring the hands up now, straight up. Thumbs up. Curl the fingers in. Pump the belly. Breathe. Get that fire in your belly. Get the power, the Adi Shakti. Bring her in. She is ready. Women, we are calling on her for your power. You need that power. Men, we need the healing and the power that the Adi Shakti can bring all of us. I'm rising for forgiveness. Breathe. A little more powerful. Let me hear you. Good. Inhale. Feel the light of your breath. Bring the thumbs together over the head. Sweep your energy down. The return, the rise of the divine feminine. Turn to somebody next to you. Let's really bring the Adi Shakti, the divine feminine, right here in the reflection. Look at them in the eyes. See your reflection. Say to them, say to each other, I see your powerful light. I see your powerful light. Oh, good. Turn to another person. See your reflection. Say, I see your radiant courage. I see your radiant courage. Turn to another person. See your reflection in the light of their eyes. Say to them, I see your empowered truth. I see your truth. Good. Inhale deeply. Let's inhale together. Put your hands on your heart. Feel your heart. Feel the unity of our breath, our united breath, our healing, our sacred healing. This powerful Shakti starts with conscious breath. Deep, sacred, conscious, spirited breath. Close your eyes. Meditate on these words. All change, all power, all healing, all freedom, all awakening comes from within and starts by taking conscious breaths and being aware of your sensations and the flow of your life, your energy. Breathe deeply. Breathe consciously. It's an act of self-love, an act of nurturing. Tune into the flow of your breath. Relax your heart. Empower your navel. This is the Shakti, nurturing, cooperative, collaborative, synergistic. This is what is going to heal. O divine feminine light, that which unites our hearts and our spirited breath, we bow. We bow in gratitude to the unity we feel in each other's reflections. We bow in gratitude to the energetic souls that had the vision for this empowerment, this rising. We bow in gratitude for this irrepressible energy and the unstoppable need to rise in our truth, in our power, and in our light for justice for all. We bow in gratitude for the sacred healing that this rise creates. And as we bow in awe and grace and gratitude, so do we rise in victory and the realization of our true oneness, the return of the divine feminine. May our words be compassionate. May the divine consciousness of truth sustain us until we are all free to live in safety and peace. May we trust our power to make a serious and lasting impact. And may the motivation we feel today live every day in our hearts. And may our bodies and minds stay strong to keep this unity alive in every sacred breath we take. In this humble prayer, we trust that it is guaranteed. I am honored to rise with you today. I'm looking forward to marching with you over to the rail yard park. We'll do a healing circle. The men will be on the outside, the women on the inside, and we'll drum and we'll do a meditation called Ramadasa. Our voices will be united, our breath, our hearts. It is the time for this healing. This sacred time for healing is going to bring the power that we are calling on to move forward and rise up. Peace to all, light to all, love to all. Satnam.
We will now introduce Kathy Sanchez, who will start us off with a prayer.
The power decision makers might be inside, but the ones who push them and the ones who are going to demand justice is out here. So, let them know we love them. Umbiagindi nari weke poaba toa kumpehora kukemawa. Umbiagindi nano nu tawari enwaba ove kagenami. Ding dun nambi turi muwaba. Ding sigiami di nambi ping nambi ho nam ombering warami. Era wa hiwo taendi I sigimave I nambi turi muwaba ne nang ochukuya where you are but kiriba we don't demo. Ging ho etu emai. And I shall say that in English is that as we rise, so raise your hands to the sky. Tonight is full moon. Grandma Moon is there waiting. Woo! Bring that energy to your heart and give it also to Mother Earth. Woo! So as you are gathered here today, we're calling on all creators, all the names that we know our Creator by, to be here with us, to shake us and to make us strong, that the pain and sorrow that we're carrying can also be lifted away from us. The scars might be there, but that scar is to remind us that we are so worthy to be alive and so worthy to love and to love ourselves, and that deep-rootedness to Mother Earth, that connection of the land, air, and water is for your benefit. So speak up for her when they violate her. Tell her no more fracking, no more things that take away that power from us. So the blessings to all of you. Good now, huh? Oh.
Thank you, Kathy. And thank you, our sisters from Española, for being with us here today. And now we will have the proclamation for the city of Santa Fe read for all of you to hear today. Welcome, Patty Boucher. Thank you, Patty.
You get more beautiful every year. Bando Oficial de la Vía Real de Santa Fe de San Francisco de Asís, Nuevo Mexico. Whereas V-Day is a global movement to stop violence against women and girls, for which annual theatrical and artistic events are produced around the world to raise money and transform consciousness, generating, small print, sorry, broader attention for the fight to stop worldwide violence against women and girls. And whereas violence against women does not distinguish between class, race, age, or sexuality, women are beaten in thatched huts, back alleys, plush hotel rooms, college dorms, high-class apartments, and trailer parks. Women are sold into sexual slavery, burned with acids, and mutilated as little girls. Although the particular form of violence may vary from culture to culture, as a result, women spend most of their lives recovering from, resisting, or surviving violence rather than creating and thriving. And whereas 1 in 3 women on the planet will be raped or beaten in their lifetime, that is 1 billion women on the planet. Fathom that. And in New Mexico, 1 in 4 women will be raped or stalked, and 1 in 3 will experience domestic violence. That is 250,000 women in New Mexico. Whereas 1 Billion Rising is a global call to action to end violence against women and girls, women and men will rise up and refuse to participate in the status quo until rape and culture ends. 1 Billion Rising is an act of solidarity across borders, demonstrating to women all over the planet the commonality of their struggles and their power in numbers. 1 Billion Rising is an act of refusal to accept violence against women and girls. Now, therefore, be it resolved by the Mayor and the City Council of the City of Santa Fe that we declare Santa Fe a rape and violence-free zone, and February 14th, 2014 as 1 Billion Rising Santa Fe! Woo!
Thank you, Patty. And que viva Santa Fe! We'd like to welcome our sisters from Española and surrounding communities. It is a privilege and an honor to rally my hometown and be present with my community as we join over 200 countries around the world to rise, release, and dance. We're gonna dance for justice. Last night, the rising began with the naked swim on Byron Beach, Australia. The fierce women of the Philippines rose against President Aquino for the criminal neglect of victims of Storm Yolanda. While the comfort women of World War II rose in front of the Japanese embassy to demand a 50-year-old apology. In Italy, 150 cities are rising. In the war zones of Syria, Congo, Iraq, Iran, and Somalia, women are risking their lives to rise for justice. In the Caribbean, they're rising to make all forms of marital rape illegal. In the Gambia and Kenya, they're rising to end female genital mutilation. In Palestine, they're rising to deal with the issue of domestic rape and honor crimes. In Miami and Atlanta, they are literally stopping traffic to end human trafficking. We know that we cannot end violence against women and girls without looking at the intersections of poverty, racism, the plunder of the environment, colonialism, and patriarchy. We live in a state where there are 3 different periods of conquest, which has left us feeling oppressed by historical trauma, which fuels family violence and abuse. Today, we New Mexicans, to acknowledge our trauma, we rise to release the pain and demand that perpetrators, the state, the corporations are held accountable and justice is found for all. As a Santa Fecina, I am rising for justice for my people, my gente, my community. I am rising to stop intrafamilial violence and sexual abuse. Today, I am releasing my guilt that comes with being a survivor. I rise with you, for you, and beside you. Santa Fe, we are rising for justice. Senator Morales, if you could please report to the stage. We will once again hear from the dynamic Senator Howie Morales. Thank you.
Thank you for the opportunity to be here. I apologize, running a little bit late. We're actually going to get ready to go through and to vote and present the memorial that we have for each of you. We'll be doing that shortly in the state senate, but I wanted to make sure that I came and have the opportunity to be able to thank you, first of all, for being here. Thank you for the energy that you've brought. Thank you for the enthusiasm that you have in making sure that we create the change that's necessary. And thank you for the love that you've been bringing in forward, because that's what's going to take to make any changes that we need to do. It's going to be with that love in all that we do. And I'm proud here to stand in front of you, not only as a legislator, not only as a sponsor of the memorial, but as a parent who's here who wants to make sure that for every single child, for every female, for every person, that we have that opportunity to be able to be here and be a voice. Because I come through and I have some discussions and some experiences that we've talked about for those of you that were here a year ago. And we talked about some of those experiences, unfortunately, even in our own communities. I celebrate the life of Alessandra Hasso, a 3-year-old constituent of mine who a year ago this week was killed due to abuse because she used the restroom in her pants. These are the things that we see all too common and all too often within our state. And this is the reason why we stand for justice. This is the reason we come in from all parts of New Mexico, is to be able to go through and say no more. To be able to go through and say that we're going to win this war. And we're going to win this concept of making sure that we are here to have justice for all. Because a lot of times there's some thoughts about winning that really have some misconceptions. Because winning is not, when I talk about winning, it's not going through and winning at all cost. Or going through and winning is by ignoring the human spirit or the power of what we have as people. Winning is by bringing effective strategies, communication, and that love to be able to bring together what we need to ensure to have those results that we want. And winning, going through, is not about whining. Winning may be coming in third, tired or exhausted, but last year you may came in fourth. Winning may be going through and not having exactly the results that you want, but little by little we're starting to make those changes. And together we're going to see that we're going to win this war. And we're going to be able to see that we're going to come together to be able to show that with the passion that we have and the people that we have showing that we are not only going to go through and pass a memorial, but we're going to go through and we're going to provide the resources that are necessary to educate every single person on what we need to do to make sure that we win this war. And I thank you for being here, for sharing your experiences, for sharing all those things that have hurt us, those things that are hard and difficult to describe, but they're the reason and they're the passion that we come in here together to make sure that we stand together and united, to ensure when we look and see what does justice looks like, what does justice look like to all of us. It's going to look that 1 year we have 1 billion rising, and the goal is to next year have less having to rise. And the following year, less having to rise, because that means that there's less abuse that's taking place to our people. And that means that we're going through and we're starting to make the changes that are necessary to have the results that we want. And I thank you for that opportunity for you guys to be here, to be able to be in front of you, because we want to make sure that every single person is held accountable for what it is that they do. That we want to make sure that we hold ourselves accountable as state legislators, that we just don't talk the talk, but we go through and we give the results that are necessary and the resources that are needed. So I'm excited as we go forward and we have those laws in place to protect our children, our women, our people across the state of New Mexico, not only here in the state of New Mexico, but we see it around the country and around the world, that together we will win this. We will come together and we will be successful because you guys are leaders. You guys are leaders in your own capacity in whatever role of life that you've walked on. You guys are leaders. And I say that coming from a political standpoint, from a politician standpoint, where a lot of times you hear discussions on the word politician, maybe it doesn't always have the best type of term. But there's a difference between when I talk about with leaders like you guys and what you guys bring forward. Because it's so easy to go through and look at the sky and see those those clouds and those rainstorms. But you can look at that same sky and see a rainbow. You can go through and look out the window and see those icy streets. Some will look out the windows, leaders like you are, and see, get your ice skates on, get moving, and get to work and what needs to be done. And sometimes people will come in and they'll go through and they'll say all the things that they're going to do for you to make your life better. But you guys as leaders here today are showing all the things that we can do together to make life better for all of us. And that's the difference that I bring to you, and that's the difference that I talk to you about, is that leadership capacity that we have within each of us, with each of our story, with each of our hurts, each of our triumphs, is that we're able to come together and to show that through this harmony, this passion, and this determination, we're going to win this war, as I stated earlier. It's going to take that fuel, that passion, and above all, it's going to take that love to make sure that we go through and we stand up for each of us here and each of those individuals who are not able to be here, just like my 3-year-old constituent, Alessandro Hassa, and all those others that have been hurt. I want to thank you for the opportunity to allow me to be able to carry your memorial, to be able to allow me to be here to celebrate as we dance. And we do it in a productive way to show the rest of the world how proud we are to say that we're New Mexicans and we're here to protect every single woman, female, child that we have within our state. So thank you very much. Keep the energy going. Let them hear you inside that Capitol. Thank you.
De pronto saltábamos. En el sueño él viene y se sienta frente a mí, en lo que parece una mesa, pero con una constelación de estrellas pintada encima. Está usando la vieja chamarra María, que solía usar para estar en casa, y se ve incómodo, mayor de lo que recuerdo, y triste, muy triste. Recuerdo su tristeza. Yo viví en esa tristeza, como una niebla, como un virus, le di mi cuerpo para hacer que la tristeza se fuera. Él tomó mi cuerpo para hacer la tristeza más pequeña. Y cuando eso no funcionó, me volví como él. Pero ahora aquí, en la mesa con las estrellas y la galaxia que parece cobrar vida entre nosotros, estoy segura de que su tristeza es suya. Y por primera vez no me muevo, no me alejo ni me acerco. No me muevo ni un poquito. Me siento extrañamente segura. Miro hacia arriba y me doy cuenta de que hay un inmenso círculo de miles, tal vez millones, de personas sentadas a nuestro alrededor. Y estamos en algo que parece un coliseo. Y las personas esperan pacientemente y en silencio. Algunas mujeres tejen toallas para agarrar las ollas y otras banderas rojas. Unos pocos hombres se inclinan en sus asientos fumando cigarros. Algunos usan sombreros extraños, así como si fuesen payasos. No son el tipo de personas de las que mi padre hablaría, y ellos lo saben, pero no se portan mal con él. Mi padre de pronto se pone molesto, furioso como solía ponerse, muy furioso, impaciente, y me dice con cara terrible: ¿qué estás buscando, Ivy? Se ve tan pequeño, tan frágil, y sé que no me toca salvarlo.
Y luego este silencio desciende, un frasco de luz líquida que nos rodea, nos sostiene y nos contiene. Y de pronto este coágulo, este sucio coágulo transparente de sangre, lleno de sonidos terribles y pedazos de crueldad, empieza a salir de mí, de todas las partes de mi cuerpo, brota de mí y se junta en un solo coágulo inmenso y flota como una nube de lluvia turbia sobre la cabeza de mi padre, como si esperara algo. Y mi padre se detiene por un instante, mira hacia arriba y luego solo abre la boca, tan natural, tan fácil, y recibe mi río de dolor, lo traga todo, y todas las personas empiezan a aplaudir y celebrar y cantar y bailar. No puedo quitarle los ojos de encima. Mi padre está lleno, sus cachetes repletos y rojos, casi a punto de explotar. Ya no puedo tomar más. y luego estas lágrimas rojas empiezan a empapar las mejillas de mi padre. Me siento algo asustada, parece que llorará sangre, pero las personas siguen celebrando, son tan amables como esto continúa por un rato. Mi padre llorando y llorando lágrimas del color de la sangre, y mientras lo miro, ¿por qué no puedo dejar de mirarlo? Mi padre de pronto se convierte en un niño, y no está triste, es deslumbrante e ingenioso y juguetón. Me toma de la mano y me lleva al centro del Coliseo, que ahora es un campo de pastos altísimos que me hacen cosquillas, moviéndose en el viento casi histérico, y nosotros simplemente empezamos a saltar y saltar, saltar como locos. No puedo creer lo alto que saltamos. La tierra es un trampolín y no siento miedo de ir cada vez más y más alto. Cuando despierto, oh, esto es la justicia.
Thank you, Anna and Stephanie. And then we were jumping. In the dream, he comes and sits across from me at something that looks like a table, but has a constellation of stars painted on the top of it. He is wearing his old yellow sweater that he used to wear only in the house. And he looks uneasy, older than I remember, and sad, really sad. I remember this sadness. I lived in this sadness. Like a fog, like a virus, I gave my body to him to make the sadness go away. He took my body to make the sadness less, and when that didn't work, he made me as sad as him. But here now at the table with the stars and the falling galaxy that seems to come alive between us, I know surely that his sadness belongs to him. And for the first time, I don't move away or towards. I don't move at all. I feel strangely confident. I look up and realize there is a vast circle of thousands, maybe millions of people sitting around us. And we are like in something like a coliseum, and people are patient and quietly waiting. Some women are knitting pot holders, and others red flags. A few men are leaning forward in their seats, smoking cigarettes. Some are wearing strange hats, almost like they are clowns. They are not the kind of people my father would have talked to, and they know this. But they are not unkind. My father suddenly gets annoyed, angry, the way he used to get, really angry, impatient, and he says with a mean face, "What are you looking for, Evie?" He seems so small, so fragile, and I know I am not meant to save him. And then the silence descends, a jar of liquid light around us, holding us, containing us, and out of nowhere, this clot, this dirty, bloody, transparent clot filled with sharp noises and scraps of cruelty, starts coming out of me, out of all the parts of my body, pouring out of me, gathering into one huge clot. And it floats like a murky rain cloud hovering over my father's head, like it's expecting something. And my father takes a beat, looks up, and then he just opens his mouth. So natural, so easy, and receives my river of pain. He swallows it whole, and all the people start cheering, wildly cheering and singing and dancing. I can't take my eyes off him. My father becomes so full, his cheeks bulging and red, almost about to explode, not able to take much more. And then these red tears begin to pour down my father's cheeks. I'm a little scared. It looks like he's crying blood, but the people are still cheering. They're so encouraging. This goes on for a while. My father crying and crying blood red tears. And as I am looking, because I won't stop looking at him, my father suddenly becomes a boy. And he isn't sad. He is dazzling and clever and playful. He takes me by the hand and he walks me out into the center. The Colosseum, which is now a full field full of wild, high, ticklish grass, blowing in an almost hysterical wind. And we just start jumping and jumping, crazy jumping. I can't believe how high we are jumping. The earth is a trampoline, and I am not afraid to go higher and higher. When I wake up, I think, oh, this is it. This is justice. And now it is my deep honor and privilege to introduce Winona LaDuke, an Ojibwe enrolled member of the Mississippi Band, a Nishabi who lives and works on the White Earth reservations and is the mother of 3 children. She is also the executive director of Honor the Earth, where she works on a national level to advocate, raise public support, and create funding for frontline Native environmental groups. Woo! In 1994, Winona was nominated by Time magazine as one of America's 50 most promising leaders under 40 years of age. She has been awarded the Thomas Merton Award in 1996, in the BIHA Community Service Award in 1997, the Anne Bancroft Award for Women's Leadership Fellowship, and the Reebok Human Rights Award, with which she began the White Earth Land Recovery Project. Thank you.
Thank you, Sue. Hi there. But I don't have any hot pink pants. I really wish I did. I've been looking at them going, wow, those look hot. I want some. Hey, thanks for being here. I like looking out at all this power. Ani nindawe maganiduk. Hello, my relatives. Ani no gichidakwewag. Hello, all you women, all you men who are doing the right thing. So thanks for being here. I come with greetings from my reservation, which is up in northern Minnesota, and we are having similar gatherings today, and we're working really hard on a lot of the issues you're working on down here. As she said, I'm Anishinaabe, but you know, I do have to say a couple of really proud moments. So we did the Vagina monologues, first in kind of a redneck border town to my reservation. Fabulous, fabulous. I loved it. I was the one who talked about a guy named Bob. I can't remember, but it was awesome, man. And then I did it on the reservation, which was so rocking, you know. And I got the pleasure of translating the Vagina monologues into Ojibwe. That's cool. So we could have bilingual production, something like Yigadoin Okidan, which means talking about your vaginas. So just in case you're wondering. But I owe a great debt to New Mexico. I was really happy to come down here. As a young woman, I come down here and worked a lot with a lot of Dene, with a lot of Hopi, with a lot of Chicana people, Chicanos. I see Erwin was out here a little while ago, and there he is, my man Erwin, Alita, and Jaime Chavez. A lot of people fighting on a lot of things still to this day. But as a young woman, I come down here, and I worked a lot on the issues that trying to protect the environment, mostly stopping uranium mining and stopping coal strip mining. I just want to thank you for all the hard work and courageous people down here, and say apparently we have to keep it up. From what I gathered, they did not learn the last time that nuclear power was a bad idea. I thought it was a bad idea 25, 30 years ago. Wasn't it a bad idea then? Like, why do you boil water like that? That makes no sense. That's a really dumb idea. But yeah, so I owe a great debt to the people down here for helping me with my humanity, my political and human development, and just, you know, so I want to thank you for the opportunity to be here. Last year's passage of the Violence Against Women Act was very, very important to our Native communities, to all women, to immigrant women. As many of you know, about 1 out of 3 Native women will be raped in her life, and 63% of the perpetrators on reservation were non-Native. And there was this big loophole, as many of you may know, which did not allow tribal governments or tribal law enforcement to prosecute non-Indian perpetrators on our reservation. And I have to say that that racism that still prevails in terms of what should Indians have jurisdiction over remains in the state of New Mexico and elsewhere. But that law did give us jurisdiction. And so I want to say I'm here at the State House, and I'm hoping that the federal appropriations and the state appropriations will support tribal jurisdiction over non-Indian perpetrators in our communities. That's what we got to do. And that is in honor of all those women who have been raped in our communities, and in honor of a woman like Jancita Eagledeer, who died about 25 years ago, and her perpetrator was never brought to justice, but she did die. A very, very famous case in Indian country. So I work mostly, try to protect our Mother Earth. That's what I do, but it is the same thing. It is all the same thing. And this fall, my community, many of us rode our horses out against the tide of oil they are trying to bring in, whether from the Bakken oil fields or from the tar sands. And we rode that because that destroys our Mother Earth and that destroys our water. We rode our horses because water in our teachings is the responsibility of women. And in order to protect your water, you got to stop extreme extraction. You got to stop what the insanity is going on with overdevelopment and exploitation of our water. So we rode our horses out in honor of our water, in honor of our wild rice, in honor of our people, and the same thing that we all share. I'd like to know that my kids, my grandchildren, my great-grandchildren will still have lakes, will still have water, will still be able to drink the water and not have that contaminated for someone else's profit. That's what we did. But we also rode because that extreme extraction brings man camps. And man camps bring violence against women. There are 10,000 men in man camps up in the tar sands right now, and there's a very active sex trade. There are the same number, about 10,000 men in man camps in western North Dakota, and there is a very active sex trade and a lot of violence against women and a lot of violence against children. So what we know is that the same kind of a philosophy, the same kind of abuse that occurs to our Mother Earth occurs to women. And what, it is really important to me. I have a lot of privilege in my life, and a few weeks ago, I was out in Michigan, and they were talking about how they didn't remember what it was like when there was rice on their lakes. And they didn't remember what it was like when their water was not contaminated with PCBs. And they didn't remember what it was like to not have Superfund sites. And they had suffered from something called ecological amnesia. And what I realized is that I don't want to have ecological amnesia. I don't want to forget how beautiful Omaha King is, how beautiful our land is. I don't want to forget how beautiful this land is the Creator gave us and how beautiful our peoples are. We don't want to become people that are so sedated that we forget all of that. And to me, that is what this is about too. It is remembering us and it is remembering our power. And so, it is incumbent upon all of us to continue to resist their entitlement to our bodies and their entitlement to our water and their entitlement to our land, because no corporation is entitled to any of that. No government is entitled to any of that. Keep up our resistance, and then also I say to you, and you all know this, because there are so many people that do beautiful things here, is that while we resist, while we fight against their extreme extraction, while we fight against that, I always remember to celebrate what is so beautiful, to ensure that, to remember that and to make that. The antidote to climate change is not some carbon sequestration ferry. It is local organic farming. That is the answer. It is stopping coal plants. That is the answer, and putting up solar energy and wind. It is making sure that solar energy is available to poor communities, to communities of color. It is essential that we have energy justice as we have justice for Mother Earth. And you know that we are all happier and healthier when we know where our food comes from. When we know, and then we treat our relatives with dignity and with respect, and we don't live like we, in a house that, basically the American house has the equivalent of about 100 slaves in it, because we feel so entitled to everyone else's resources. That is not a dignified way to live, and we don't want that karma on us. We want to have we want to be the people who have good karma. We want to pay it forward. We want to be those people. So I just want to say, keep your vision on where it is we are going, because we want a future where women and children are safe. We want a future where our Mother Earth is safe, and we won't need to defend our environment from our government. Don't relinquish your power and continue being as beautiful as you are. Miigwech, miigwech.
Thank you, Winona. Many of you were here last year, and after 1 Billion Rising 2013, many of the women's organizations working in New Mexico came together in coalition to form the New Mexico Women and Girls Network. Instead of working individually, sometimes crossing over, the powerful and inspiring women who head up and work within many of our local organizations benefiting women and girls decided to come together monthly to share our brain power and resources to foster deeper collaboration and increase our connectivity and ultimately to weave the fabric of safety for our community of Santa Fe and New Mexico. Please welcome some of these organizations now.
Hello, everyone. I am Frances Madison. I am author of the comic novel Cooperative Village. And this community that has come together around V-Day looks very much like a cooperative village. I'm very honored and happy to be here. I have the honor to represent the New Mexico Women's Justice Project. Our executive director, Betty Fleischman, is in court all day, otherwise she would be here today. But this is our call for justice for women in New Mexico's prisons. Justice for women in New Mexico means not continuing to incarcerate women in New Mexico at a faster rate than anywhere in the United States. Justice for women in New Mexico means saying out loud what we know in our hearts, that there are countless women locked away who are innocent of any crime that many of us also haven't committed. Justice for women in New Mexico means identifying those women with dispatch, accelerating their release from bondage, and not resting until they are as free as we are. Justice for women in New Mexico means acknowledging that our justice system is a racist system, and therefore pathological, and that we must use our heart energy to help heal it for everyone's sake. Justice for women in New Mexico means that we make immediate amends to the women who are languishing in solitary confinement because they have mental disabilities and they don't understand the rules. Or who are placed there for small violations for which solitary is both a disproportionate punishment and a violation of their human rights. And because Corrections Corporation of America earns a premium rate for solitary, and the financial incentive is baked in. We make amends to them by demanding their release from the cruelty and the torture that is solitary confinement this very hour. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Frances. And we will be doing Break the Chain Flash Mob in just 1 minute. We're going to hear from Lynn Sanchez now.
Hi, I'm Lynn Sanchez with the LifeLink. We have an anti-human trafficking initiative. The reason why this is really important for New Mexico and for women all around the globe is because women are being sex trafficked and labor trafficked, and so are children, and so are men. And we want to end that, and part of that is raising awareness to the issue and then providing services to the victims and increasing penalties for those people who buy and sell human beings, because slavery was ended a long time ago and it shouldn't still be going on. The LifeLink has the 505 Get Free initiative going right now, and Annie, because I didn't bring my poster, is wearing our great T-shirt. You're gonna see this on the buses. You're gonna see it on benches around town. You'll see it in Albuquerque and hopefully statewide. A victim can look at that and remember Get Free and send a text for help, or make a phone call for help. And also maybe people in the community will say, human trafficking? Is that really going on? And yes, it is going on right here in our city, right here in our state, in our country, and across the globe. Thank you very much.
I'm Pamela Herndon, the Executive Director of the Southwest Women's Law Center. Today I rise to tell you that I have a dream that we will no longer see women broken with bowed heads and lowered eyes. No longer will their shoulders droop down, nor will there be tears drooping from their painful cries. I have a dream that violence once rooted in pain and fear will break into shameless hope that is backed by a community whose disdain for complacency is abundantly clear. I have a dream that the silence on violence will be put into a closet of shame. For beginning today, it is with conviction that we proclaim, we rise, ladies, we rise.
Right now, I wish I had Pamela's voice. That is such a great voice. My name is Havens Levitt, and I am the coordinator of the All Families Matter Coalition, a coalition of over 80 organizations which are working to make sure that policies support all families, especially lesbian, gay, bisexual, transgender, and queer families, and help them thrive. Justice for all of us means we understand that we live in a system built on hierarchies and oppression, and that upending that system means hearing each other's truth when we speak it. Justice means naming the misogyny, the racism, and the classism that we are rising against, and understanding that those evils are responsible for a world which encourages violence and sexual assault against women and girls and people of color and so-called undocumented people and queer people and gender non-conforming people and trans people and all people. Justice means understanding that such violence is about one thing: those with privilege, white, male, straight, and cisgender, maintaining their privilege. The All Families Matter Coalition is working on these issues, and if you want to join us, there's some postcards in the crowd, which we are collecting with some baskets. So thank you all for being here. What a beautiful crowd.
Hi, everyone. My name is Paulina Smucko, and I'm here as a member of the transgender community here in Santa Fe. Like other trans women, I've survived. I've survived childhood abuse, the self-hatred, suicidal ideation, violence that come with it. I've survived a lack of acceptance, a total lack of acceptance from the misogynist, racist, cis-normative culture we call America. A culture that can only imagine trans women as objects of ridicule, objects of hatred. And it's because of this hatred that all trans women, especially trans women of color, face elevated rates of violence, attempted suicide, assault, and even murder. By rejecting and refusing to accept us for the women we are, it is not only men, but women too that perpetuate this violence. When all women can come together and recognize each other as truly equal, it will indeed be a revolutionary act of resistance. Resistance against the patriarchal system that would try to separate us from ever uniting in solidarity as sisters. A patriarchy that would eradicate us trans women for simply being alive. Resist!
My name is Alina Scheim, and I'm the Executive Director of Impact Personal Safety. We need a solution to violence that does not sell us the prospect of safety, packaged in language that blames victims and perpetuates systems of oppression. We are told to stand up for ourselves, yet many of us already know the risk inherent in that, quote, solution. Instead of being supported by the judicial system like George Zimmerman was when he felt needlessly threatened by a young black boy, women, people of color, and LGBTQ people regularly go to prison for defending themselves when faced with violence. Whether it is Marissa Alexander, a young black mother who stopped her abusive ex-husband from possibly killing her, or Cece McDonald, a young transgender woman who defended herself when attacked in a transphobic and racist hate crime, people across the nation go to prison for standing up for themselves. As long as our prevention efforts and judicial systems use bias as the basis for advice and decisions, we will not end violence and we will not achieve justice. We need this change.
I'm Marcy Silvestro. I'm the Executive Director of Esperanza Shelter for Battered Families. Woo! And I'm rising today for the grandmothers who have walked in our doors. I'm rising today for the mothers who have walked through our doors. I'm rising for your aunts, your sisters, your lovers, your partners. And I'm rising for the abusers who come to us to be transformed so that men will stand up against violence. We have held a place of safety in this community for 40 years. And we have held it because you in the community have protected us, have helped us, have donated to us, and have said, this violence has got to stop. Got to stop. Thank you.
I know. I'm going to spare you and not sing. Hi, everybody. It's fabulous to see everybody. My name is Lisa Weisenfeld, and I am so honored to be here on behalf of the New Mexico Coalition Against Domestic Violence. Woo! What would justice look and feel like for domestic violence survivors? Justice would allow survivors to feel heard and cared about. Survivors could name the person who harmed them without fear of retaliation. Survivors could call or walk into any police station, tell their story, and be met with offers of help and compassion. Imagine that. Because safety would be the priority, orders of protection violations would be quickly responded to and vigorously prosecuted. Where a crime has been committed, the person who committed it would actually be arrested. A victim's right to be notified, heard, and consulted would be honored. DV charges would be prosecuted to the full extent of the law rather than pled down to nonviolent infractions. Police, DAs, and courts would hold those who repeatedly harm their own family members accountable. And last, but perhaps most importantly for survivors of domestic violence, their loved ones would acknowledge the harm they did to them, apologize, and get whatever help they need to change their behavior so that future generations will not have to repeat the same pattern. Thank you.
All right, Uviakindi. Hello, everyone. Kuiwa Sangwa Viambe. So as men and women, we rise. My name is Corinne Sanchez, and I represent Women United. And right here is my niece. And part of today is about breaking the chains, right? Breaking the chains of the white supremacist, capitalist, scientist, patriarchal ideologies that keep us chained in. We at Women United believe in building beloved families and communities to end violence against women, girls, and our Mother Earth. So please, look across this hall, this space, and see the diversity that is here, that represents our communities. We are not undocumented, we are not illegal, we are not ashamed, we are not silent, right? Rise up! Rise up! Woo!
New Mexico women, unite. Okay. I'm Jerry Surf, and I'm with New Mexico Women's Foundation, and I'm rising for economic justice for New Mexico women. Economic justice means that 1 in 4 women would not live in poverty. 1 in 5 children would not go to bed hungry. Economic justice means that women and men would earn equal pay, not 77 cents on the dollar. Native American women earn 55 cents on the dollar. And even worse, Hispanic women earn 53 cents on the dollar. The poverty rate in the US is higher now than it was 10 years ago. We're slipping backwards. And New Mexico has the third highest rate of people living in poverty. This is not right in the wealthiest nation in the world. Economic justice means that every woman has the opportunity to achieve financial stability, which will not only impact every aspect of her life, but also that of her family and her community. Thank you.
Hello. Welcome. I'm so happy to be here today. It's gorgeous, and we're going to have a great dance. And please, everyone come to the pavilion in the rail yard. It's happening. So I'm Dana Middleton from Santa Fe Now, and I'm here to welcome you and know that we are rising, we are powerful, and I just want to say that Santa Fe Now and New Mexico Now focus on reproductive freedom and justice, family planning, and also work for income equality, LGBT rights, and also immigrant rights. We want women and men to stand up to all politicians who are determined to keep women from making their own private medical decisions. We identify and we recruit and mobilize all activists, including everybody here, all across the country, and get pro-choice voters to the polls to pass the ERA. The time has come. The ERA is hot. So I'm happy, and I'm happy for all of you. We are rising today, and I'll see you at the pavilion. Thank you so much.
Just one sentence.
One sentence?
Yeah, we got to cut it short.
Buenas tardes, Nuevo Mexico. I'm going to say, my name is Luz Marina Serrano, and I'm with the Santa Fe Mountain Center and the New Mexico Gay Straight Alliance. I'm going to keep it short and say one thing. We gather today knowing that justice cannot be lived in a single moment. Justice is about a movement, a revolution. It's about radical change and knowing that we are not afraid. So join me in raising our hands while we invoke change within our minds, bodies, and hearts. And as the great Argentine activist Mercedes Sosa once sang, todas las voces, todas las manos, todas.
Hi, I'm Lena German, and I'm a member of the American Association of University Women. AAUW have been fighting for justice for women for over 130 years. Just because we have different chromosomes does not mean we get discriminated against in pay equity, in education. So please keep mentoring, keep fighting, and keep rising.
I'm Sarah Giorsi from the New Mexico Community Foundation and NewMexicoWomen.org, a fund for women and girls. And justice looks like investing in our women and girls of New Mexico. And it looks like investing in our boys and men and raising healthy boys and men that protect our girls and protect our women. It looks like you all coming together today to break the silence because in a culture that would rather we be distracted, that we be shopping, that we be on our iPhones. We are here today and we are rising. Thank you.
Woo! You're amazing. My name is Samia. I run the education department for. Thank you for Planned Parenthood here in Santa Fe. So we'll keep it really, really short. Look around you. All these incredible women and girls, and all these organizations who serve women and girls. All of us collaborating in sisterhood, that is how we accomplish justice.
Hola, muy buenas tardes, muy buenos días. Feliz Día de San Valentín, feliz Día de Amor. My name is Isabel. I'm here from the Adelante program. We work with homeless families and children and youth here in Santa Fe. We have more than 1,500 homeless kids in Santa Fe. So I'm here to say that we're standing with those kids. We're here to give them what they need, and we're here to show them that they're not alone. And we love you. Thank you very much.
Hola, Santa Fe. Feliz Día de San Valentín. Hang in there. We're almost done. We're just about to dance. Get ready. My name is Maria Jose, and I am the director at the Solace Crisis Treatment Center. And I am honored to rise with you today for the courage of our children when they tell every single painful detail of what's done by those who should be actually caring for them the most. Your courage and my courage for going through it. And if courage is not always there before tragedy hit us, courage we earn when we go through it. Hang in there. Love you guys coming over for here today. We're going to go out and dance right now. Thank you.
I'm the last speaker. My name is Cecile Lipworth. I'm the managing director of V-Day. And I know you all want to dance, and I apologize for the lengthy speeches, but we really wanted you to see the breadth and scope of the work that the women's organizations do in the state to protect and make women safe. So thank you for giving us your time. And I thank you to all the volunteers and the businesses and everyone else who's made this day completely possible. With 200 countries around the world, we are rising for justice. And this is what I want to say about that. It is just us doing the work in the world to end violence against women and girls. It is just us together listening, consoling, celebrating, activating. It is just us looking deep into ourselves to understand our own oppressions, to acknowledge the absence of justice, to stand up to the prison systems, fight against the unequal spread of wealth, to hold our governors, our legislators, our presidents, our parliamentarians, our corporations, and sometimes ourselves accountable. It is just us dancing, releasing, and rising for justice. It is believing that all of us, together here in Santa Fe, and the 1 billion around the world today, can change the world. It is just us. Here we go. I raise my arms to the sky. On my knees I pray. I'm not afraid anymore. I will walk through that door. Dance, rise, walk. Dance, rise.
levanto. Caminaré ver el mundo en que vivimos. No eres mi dueño, no me conoces. Yo soy visible, soy increíble. Mi corazón se acelera por primera vez. Me siento viva y admirable. Baila por amor, baila por vivir. Baila por tus sueños y deja de sufrir. Baila por las calles para resurgir. Baila, rompe las cadenas, aquí estoy de pie. En medio de toda esta locura, sé que hay un mundo mejor. Toma a tus hermanos y hermanas de la mano, todos juntos por algo mejor. Este es mi cuerpo, me pertenece. No más excusas, no más abusos. Somos madres y maestras, somos hermosas, somos preciosas. Baila por amor, baila por vivir. Baila por tus sueños y deja de sufrir. Baila por las calles para resurgir. Baila, rompe las cadenas, aquí estoy de Todos a bailar, 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 todos a bailar. Todos a bailar, todos a bailar, todos a bailar, todos a bailar, todos a bailar. Todos a bailar, todos a bailar, todos a bailar, todos a bailar. Este es mi cuerpo, me pertenece. No más excusas, no más abusos. Somos madres
time. What do you think? One more? Okay.
Raise my arms to the sky. On my knees.
That way.
I pray. I'm not afraid anymore. I will walk. I can see a world where we all live, safe and free from all oppression. No more rape or incest or abuse. Women are not a possession. You never owned me, don't even know me. I'm not invisible, I'm simply wonderful. I feel my heart for the first time racing. I feel alive, I feel so amazing. Dance on the love, dance as I dream. Dance 'cause I've had enough. Dance up the scream. Dance, break the rules. Dance off the pain. Dance, turn it upside down. It's time to break the chain. Oh yeah, break the chain. Dance, rise, dance. In the middle of this madness, we will stand. I know there is a better world. Take your sisters and your brothers by the hand. Reach out to every woman and girl. This is my body's holy. No more excuses, no more abuses. We are mothers, we are teachers, we are beautiful, beautiful creatures. Dance 'cause I love, dance 'cause I dream. Dance 'cause I've had enough. Dance stop the scream. Dance break the rules. Dance stop the pain. Dance turn it upside down. It's time to break the chain. Oh yeah, break the chain. Oh yeah, break the chain. Sister, won't you help? Sister, won't you rest? 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 This is my body's holy. No more excuses, no more abuses. We are mothers, we are teachers, we are beautiful, beautiful creatures. Dance 'cause I love, dance 'cause I dream. Dance 'cause I've had enough. Dance stop the scream. Dance break the rules. Dance stop the pain. Dance to turn it upside down. It's time to break the chain. Oh yeah, break the chain. Oh yeah, break the chain. Dance 'cause I love, dance 'cause I dream. Dance 'cause I've had enough. Dance stop the scream. Dance break the rules. Dance stop the pain. Dance turn it upside down. It's time to break the chain. Oh yeah, break the chain. Oh yeah, break the chain. Oh, 1 billion rising.
You guys are awesome. We are marching from the back of the patio here. Just turn yourselves around and join the parade. You guys are awesome. Give yourselves a hand. Thank you. You're welcome. Thank you. I'm sorry. I got a little crazy.
It's okay. Please follow the belly dancers and the police cars. We're marching to the farmers market. Follow the belly dancers. How often do you get to say, follow the belly dancers? Okay, thanks.